But we can infer that after the spirit reaches its potential, reaching the angelic scale, there is more, much more. Spiritist teaches that evolution occurs in both realms of existence, the material and the spiritual realm. And it happens simultaneously, but not at the same rate. So the dog, as a species, will always be the dog. The donkey will always be the donkey. Their material bodies has evolved and will continue to evolve, but their spirits, the spirits who inhabit these bodies, come from afar and are destined for the higher realms where happiness, rise like we. So the spirit was created simple and ignorant as intelligent principle. The spiritual element progresses slowly and gradually, and it moves forward and upward in the direction of God. So the material element progresses, evolve. The spiritual element progresses, evolve. Spiritual evolution involves intellect and moral progress. Material evolution takes place in the material plane and involves the evolution of forms. And the progress of matter is slow. And as we saw, it is also predetermined in the lower forms of life. But when the spirit reaches the hominal kingdom, progress will be as fast as the spirit's wants. For now we possess reasoning and free will. We could not have this talk today and not talk about or speak about the concept of collective soul or group soul. This concept was developed by Charles Leadbeater and Annie Besant. They are both second generations of theosophists. And this concept, this idea, states that unlike human beings, animals, plants, and minerals share common souls according to their species and degree of advancement. The idea behind this concept is that the elemental essence, as they refer to, that is the same intelligent principle that we refer to, experiences and learns in the material realm, and when they return to the spiritual realm, they return to the group, to the collectivity. So they share their experiences, the knowledge that they acquire, and promoting the progress of the whole. In Spiritism, we know that the intelligent principle, this spiritual element, progresses gradually through countless experiences, passing through the different kingdoms of nature, seeking its individualization to become a spirit. So it is possible that during this early, it's not yet, we are still studying those things, but that in the early stages, and we have learned or read that some species, we learned the idea of the collective soul, for instance, in fish, and so we can think that it is possible that they we experience something here, or this species experience something here individually and with their, in case of this, the individually and in group, and when they return, they bring that experience for this whole group soul, And to finalize another quote from the Spirit Manual. The animal moves towards the human condition as much as man evolves in the trail of the angel. So, thank you. I don't know if we have time. We can talk a little bit about. You had that question. I don't know if I answered it. You want to ask again?
No, it's okay. Actually, that would be for a really long discussion. But
Can she come?
one of the things I wanted to ask you also was about the reincarnation of, let's say the species. You have a reincarnation of like an insect or a fish versus the reincarnation of perhaps a dog or a cow. So are you saying or could we say when the animal is more evolved or of a different group, its reincarnation time is much quicker?
Yes, this is known.
Mm-hmm.
And we can think that the invertebrates, we can even think that they may learn together, like this idea of the collective soul. And as the animal species evolve, like they go to the vertebrates, and especially the mammals, but actually I have a reptile as a pet, and I can see things, that different them, and I work with many species. I work, for instance, with turtles, and you may think that, and turtles walked on Earth with the dinosaurs, okay? They are amazing, and they look almost like the same way they looked before. The species, they evolved, it's true. They changes in size and little things, but they really looked like they looked when they walked the Earth with the dinosaurs. You can see even in reptiles little things that separates one from another. It is not a major thing. It requires that contact, like a pet. If it is in nature, we don't observe. Maybe they act more like they all act like the same. They act the same. But when one is take of that environment and become a pet, she knows everything that she needs to know. In our relationship, who is going to feed her, because the turtle I have, it's box turtle. She was suffered, she was hit by a car. She suffered extensive damage to the skull. She lost an eye. She doesn't see from the other, so she's blind, and she also have damage to her ears. But she's living very well with those deficiencies because, there is someone taking care of her. So she eats well, she has her habits or things, and there is particularities about her. They are different from the other turtles that I also take care of, but that I work with also a wildlife rehabilitation center. So sometimes we received a lot, injured turtles. Those turtles are taken care and returned to the wild. And they have very little, and we try this very little interactions with us. We only hold them when we need, to do what we need, and we try to respect, because she needs to return, the turtle needs to return to the wild, needs to, we don't want turtles coming after you when you're walking, so feed me or something. So even in reptiles, we had a mouse pet. They were the most sweet things in the world, a rat. not a mouse, a rat, a rat pet. And all you that have dogs and cats, you know, and you have more that have had more than one, you know the differences. You know, so they already bring a little bit of the experiences that they have. Of course, it's different. It's not the same that we humans, we have, remember the difference between dogs and cats or animals and man is the same as man and God. So there is a difference there, but they have experiences. They are already slowly progressing, and their spirit is individualizing. So this is why on that slide with the steps, I put 2 animals, you know, and on the top, intelligent spirit is spirit with small s, and spiritual with the capital S. There is things there. They are not just all, and it doesn't jump. Evolution doesn't jump. You know, we cannot just think, oh, it's from the intelligent spirit turn into an individualized spirit. No, the process there is very long. It may not even happen in this planet. It may not even happen just in the material realm. We know progress occurs in both realms. You know, we can learn things when we disincarnate. We learn things there that we can bring back and make our incarnation more successful. But we learn things there. You know, so it is a very long process, and they do have the mammals. I would say, especially the domesticated ones. There is no doubt, no doubt. And I work, you know, it's amazing. I work with many dogs and cats, and the difference, they are, let's say, all the dogs, the same species, the difference of behavior, of response, of, you know, it is like on your face, the difference between the animals. So, and when they disincarnate, when they die, they will take that experience with them. And they will become back as a dog, as another species, I don't know, but they will be put in their incarnation. Usually, it is taken care of by very, very high order spirits, because they are part of the creation, and God loves and protects and supports, you know, and guides that their evolution. They can come. We were discussing this morning if they could come in the same family. Definitely. You know, but if we have proof, I don't know, but we can, sometimes we see similarities. Why not? Chico Xavier told, there is, Chico Xavier, and I can't remember the title, something with the friend of animals or something like that. And it in this book there is stories that Chico mentions that one dog, one particular dog, reincarnated many times and returned with him to live, you know, in his family. Our animals, all the animals that we have a relationship with, there is a love bond there, and bonds of love don't break with the death of the body. And the other thing is that, oh gosh, it is in my frontal lobe, someplace. Any other comment, question?
I like the connection that we have with our animals. You know, they know how we feel.
Mm-hmm.
They know when we're sad or when we're happy. You know, if somebody had hurt us, they know that too. If they feel, you know, if they don't see it, they don't know how much the person had hurt. They're able to.
But they feel the differences, the changes that occur with us. They pick up emotions, because they are developing. The same way that instinct is a sort of intelligence. The instinct intelligence will become a reasoning intelligence, will become inspiration. We don't lose the instinct
Yeah.
when we gain or when we are acquiring reasoning. We will not lose instinct and reasoning when we are acquired or we are more in the inspiration type of intelligence. You know, the same thing when animals and we learn, and we have lots of emotions, and
Yeah.
we have to work those emotions into feelings more. The word will come, but emotions or perceptions becoming emotions, and emotions feelings. You know, it's like, but we don't lose what we learn. That is not lost. We just it improves. We acquire new things and improves, build upon, and we become more. We develop our potentials and we become better.
Questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm curious, do you think that, what about the theory that before we become human spirits, we go through the animal kingdom and the vegetable, mineral, you know, we have to go through the full experience?
We, the intelligent spirit, we were created. When we were created, like in spirit, is when we were created simple and ignorant, meaning we were created a spiritual element.
Mm-hmm.
There is more to it, but let's just be on this talking about the intelligent spirit. Then we are slowly, the intelligent spirit principle will slowly acquiring experience, will slowly developing perceptions, emotions, feelings. This is a long process. As I said before, may not even be done in this life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And part of this acquiring and learning and things can also happen in the spiritual realm. So it occurs in both planes.
Mm-hmm.
But we come that far. No, we come that far. It is easier for us now to think about, to see us in the animal kingdom, because we are still close.
Right.
You know, it's difficult for us to see, I was a mineral, what type of mineral, when was I a mineral? You know, you were an atom at a certain point. There is this, but it is such a long process.
Right.
We are talking just the material, the progress of the material world. Earth is just 4.5 million years old. So certainly we were not, we came, you know, from other universes or planets.
Right.
No,
Wait, how old is the Earth?
Yeah.
4.5 billion years.
Billion?
Billion.
It's very young.
And it's a very young, actually.
That's true too.
Young?
Yeah. There's a long way to go. Long way to go.
And that's why you guys have to take advantage of this reincarnation. And we too. Because it's more than actually 7 billion spirits waiting to be reincarnated,
Well,
waiting somebody.
the whole population of Earth
You know.
incarnate